Hi, my name is Alexandra Kantonovicius, and I will be providing a parent training on the functions of behavior and how they are used to address problem behaviors. In behavior management, the caretaker will arrange learning opportunities using prompting and encourage appropriate behaviors as well as provide appropriate consequences for desired behaviors. As a parent, how do you decide what is an appropriate consequence? This training will go over the functions of behavior, which explain why a behavior is occurring, how to use extinction to reduce a problem behavior, and how to appropriately replace the inappropriate behavior with a more appropriate one. The four main functions of behavior can be remembered using the mnemonic device SEAT. SEAT can be used to remember that the four functions are sensory, escape, attention, and tangible. Behaviors can be strengthened by gaining something or escaping something. To replace a behavior and begin to strengthen the desired behavior, the function of the behavior must be determined in order to provide an appropriate replacement behavior. In the upcoming slides, we will discuss replacement behaviors as well as the details of the functions of behavior. Sensory as a function can often be seen with clients who engage in self-injurious behaviors, but it can also have a positive function. You may wonder why your child flaps their arms or looks out of the corner of their eye. This behavior can be connected to sensory, as feeling the movement is reinforcing to the individual. Sensory can often be used by individuals on the spectrum to help self-regulate when they are becoming overstimulated. A few examples of sensory function include jumping in a puddle of water. The client is automatically reinforced by the sensory of jumping and the feeling of water. Squishing food in their hands, the client is automatically reinforced by the feeling of the squishing food. Some clients may shake their head vigorously. This is another behavior that automatically reinforces the client with the feeling of the movement of their head. Some of these behaviors can become problematic, but not all sensory behaviors should be discouraged. If a client is watching a video and shaking their head vigorously, this may not be cause for concern. But if the client is running and shaking their head, a safety issue is a concern, as that client's not aware of their surroundings and may get injured. Escape, also known as elopement or avoidance, is when a behavior occurs to escape a demand that is placed. Escape often looks like a client running out of the room when a parent tells them to do something they don't want to do. Examples of escape include ripping a paper when a teacher passes out an assignment, falling to the floor in a tantrum when a parent tells them to pick up toys. If a child engages in an inappropriate escape behavior, it's important to ensure that when the child is done engaging in the behavior, they still need to fulfill the demand that was initially placed. Now that you are calm, let's go clean your room. You can also teach replacement behaviors, such as asking for more time before having to complete the non-desired task, or you could prime them by giving them a heads up. Hey, in 5 minutes, we're going to wash our hands for dinner. Problem behavior is often used to gain attention. A child may not have the skills to appropriately gain their caretaker's attention and have learned that by engaging in inappropriate behaviors, they quickly gain attention that they are looking for. Often, when a client engages in inappropriate behaviors to gain attention, they will look at the person whose attention they are trying to gain while engaging in the behavior. For example, a client might climb on the counter, stand up, and look at their mom, waiting for her to attend to them. Clients may also engage in dangerous behaviors such as aggression to gain attention of those around them. Tangible means that the behavior serves the function of gaining access to an item that the child desires. If every time a client begins to tantrum, a caretaker gives them a tablet, they will learn that by throwing tantrums, they will gain access to the desired item. Extinction is the process of not providing access that was previously provided. If the behavior causes the child to access attention, access to a tangible item, or escape from a demand, then that reinforcer should not be provided when the behavior occurs. Let's go over some examples of what extinction looks like. If a child throws an item and mom comes running and provides attention, extinction would be applied by not providing attention when the child throws an item. Another example of extinction would be if a child pushes away an item that is being provided. Extinction would be applied by keeping the item near the child until they appropriately request the item to be removed. A big part of successfully using extinction is applying replacement behaviors. Replacement behaviors are put in place to replace the inappropriate behavior. The replacement behavior should have the same function as the inappropriate behavior. If the inappropriate behavior achieves the same outcome as the appropriate behavior, meaning it has the same function and is of equal or lower effort than the inappropriate behavior, it could be used to replace. Let's go over extinction examples and how we would apply a replacement behavior to them. If a child throws an item and mom comes running and provides attention, a replacement behavior that could be taught is telling the child to say, "Mom." By appropriately gaining attention through a verbal request, the child will not throw the item in order to gain attention. If a child pushes away an item that is being provided, the child could be taught to say no when asked if they want the item being provided. By replacing the pushing behavior with the verbal request of no, the child can gain escape from the non desired item without engaging in the inappropriate behavior of pushing. This is the reference page for the presentation. I used 4 different textbooks for this project. If you have any further questions about my references, please reach out.